Hello there. Welcome to my live stream on April 4th, 2021, Sunday. It's a long weekend in the Christian world. That happy day for so many. I'm a little cynical of Western holidays, if that's not obvious. But that might be par for the course for unconventional, argumentative, psychotic youth. Anyway, welcome. I see 3 people joined in. This is a live Q&A that I do once a week so far for the last month or so. If you have any questions about schizophrenia, about current events, about my experience with schizophrenia, about your experience, of questions about your issues or experiences, I'm interested in all that stuff. So feel free to pop that into the live chat, and I'd be happy to riff on what you have to say. It helps me come up with things to say if you put stuff in the chat. So please do that wherever that live chat is. And I'd be happy to go on that. So today, I woke up and I went to the park in Vancouver here. It's the most forested park, the Pacific Spirit Park, and it was great. Went around a loop and saw the trees and the upshoots of fiddleheads, the little sword ferns, and salal berries, and little huckleberry leaves coming out, and little pink flowers on the huckleberry bush, and so lots of stuff. With my friend, walking very slowly, enjoying the path, and the number of busy Vancouverites that were bustling past us in both directions, it was actually quite something. Like, sometimes there was like commotion in the path as people were passing each other fast and getting a bit wider so this line of bicycles could come through. And my friend and I were just standing there under the trees. It was great. Hey, I don't see any questions in that live chat anymore yet. So if you have any questions, please feel free to pop them in there. Yes, later in the summer, I will be returning to be looking for the local berries that are available in the summer here. It's salal, huckleberry, salmonberry. They're great. I love them. Being from the island, small town, it's I'm used to those local berries, and they come every year, and that's so good. They're worth protecting. They're worth promoting. Who is watching here? I don't see any questions in the live chat yet. Am I not seeing it correctly? What's going on? Hello there. Hello? Well, the title of this live stream is Live Q&A, but sometimes I don't see any questions. One person was watching, and they seem to have disappeared. Wow, a question. Hi, Zen Quartz. What should you do if you see someone who's possibly psychotic and just pacing back and forth on the street corner? I've seen someone a couple of times, and I'm freaked, worried they will get hit by the cars. Well, I think from a safe distance, calmly telling them that you're concerned that they're going to get hit, that you're concerned that they're angry drivers, that you're concerned about those things, and you hope they get home safe and you hope they are supported, say those things. And you can't do much other than carry on, I think, because being more invasive or intervening than that is like it's coercive, and like police or ambulance staff are going to be responsible for that, rather than you're not going to push them out or drag them to safety. So just be supportive. I think that would be what I would do. I think if I was really concerned and they seemed like distressed, like they might jump into traffic, that's really important. Yeah. Another question. Why does my boyfriend continue to deny he's a schizophrenic and he's been diagnosed with it? There are probably lots of reasons that people deny their diagnosis. Some of it is a pretty generic fear of doctors. Some of it is a fear of labeling and the stigma that comes attached to that. If you admit you're schizophrenic in certain audiences, you get excluded. You get excluded from work, from relationships, from pleasure-oriented organizations and activities, and all sorts of people will stand back if they hear that you have a mental health instability and reasons for them to be afraid. And that's the stigma. But there's also some people just don't want to be associated with mental illness labels partly because of the stigma, but people want to fit in and not consider themselves as being sick. And sometimes the delusions are so convincing that even if those other things aren't the biggest issue, the delusions are a bigger issue, and the strange beliefs that the doctor or whoever is telling you you're schizophrenic, maybe the delusions are saying, hey, you're wrong. And so delusions might be like for the person, a young schizophrenic who might have just been diagnosed in however many years ago. They're not like, it wasn't 20 years ago. Is more recent than that, I would guess, in your case. And I guess, I'm not sure, but there's a few reasons to deny that. I'm not sure about him. Yeah. EL asking, how is getting a diagnosis for you? That was pretty easy going for me. When I was about 16 or so, I looked up on the internet in about 2000 or so, and I read people talking about their experiences of schizophrenia. Young adults or whatever that had access to the internet and early kind of blogs or whatever. Was it in that early internet? It was more like web pages, little, like, the wireframe websites, mostly text with a color background and stuff. And I read about their experiences and I was like, aha, that's me. That's what I'm experiencing. And it was easy to explain. And later, I became unwell. I got sick. I had a whole trip in deterioration. And then when I came to see a doctor, I was into the hospital. I was being seen by a doctor, and then the doctor, I showed the doctor a book of my word salad, opened up the book, and showed a few pages. The doctor looked at a couple pages, handed the book back to me, and said, yes, you have schizophrenia. And the diagnosis was about that simple. Rebuilding me. Hello, Iron Firehorse. Hi, Brendan and everybody. Hi there. Is there any more messages here? Oh, not yet. Does anyone have any other questions? I have been keeping this live stream to about 15 minutes, so I'm just going to keep it to about 5 more minutes from here. But I'm happy to answer any questions anyone has until then. Is schizophrenia the only disorder that does word salad? No. Bipolar and schizoaffective disorder are both potentially going to have word salad. Both of those, schizophrenia, schizoaffective, and bipolar, are all considered psychotic disorders. And so in that case, when people are psychotic, they very likely to have word salad. I think there are other cases of word salad out there, but I'm not going to be totally sure about that, so I'm not going to name them right now. But yeah, I think it's most noteworthy as a psychotic symptom. Am I familiar with the medicine called perfenazine? No, I am not. I'm not totally familiar with very many medications. I'm on medicine, but I don't know a lot about them. And they're so personal and idiosyncratic. Some work for some people, some don't work for other people. And like over the years, some of my viewers have asked, "What meds are you on?" And I don't really like to talk about that because, it's just so distinct and idiosyncratic that hearing about what somebody else is on isn't a reason to go try that one. So, yeah. EL, what effects of schizophrenia affect you most challenging? For me, delusion, paranoia. The effects of schizophrenia for me that are the most. Well, for a long time, it was probably suicidal ideation. There were a lot of years where it was a pretty common thought in my head, just the different harm scenarios, harm ideas. And I really did not want to end my life ever, but I would have the ideation. And there was a certain point in the last only 5 years or 7 years or so that culminated with a overlap with a hospital, one of my last hospitalization, and a different organization of my medicine, and going to therapy for some personal experiences that I had, that all those 3 things, the hospitalization, the medication, and the therapy, have really shifted that ideation. And it's not, that isn't super problematic as it was. And like, it was just like something that was like, it's like a quality of life issue to have your head trapped in that stuff. It's really, it's like foreign to any moment of enjoyment and immersion in the moment and embedment in life. It's just like it distracts you and like pulls you right out of things. And yeah. Okay, it's 14 minutes. I might go up to 20 minutes because I see a bunch of questions here, but I'm going to go on. Okay. Do you think I should break up with him if he refuses to take his meds or get any kind of therapy? He's an older guy. Oh, gee, Tamara, I think I probably would. I would like, if he refuses to take his meds or get any kind of therapy, and that's really unpredictable. And that sounds like maybe, you're not obligated to take care of someone who's not taking care of themselves, right? Zen quartz. I'm going to skip over that question for now. TV does make me feel paranoia for sure, though. Okay. Tamara, not all schizophrenics hear voices. There are a lot of symptoms. Hearing voices is the most common auditory hallucination, but there are other kinds of hallucination, and there are many other symptoms. There might be a term called typical schizophrenia or whatever, or undifferentiated schizophrenia, where one of the most common symptoms is hearing voices. Yeah, but it's not necessary, and it might just be during psychosis moments. EL, how often do you do live streams? I have been doing live streams about once a week, but only for a month. I have, this is the 9th I've done altogether on the channel, and the 3rd or 4th or 5th I've done in this year. So expect me to be here next week or so. I schedule it probably a couple of days from now, and it'll be sometime probably next Sunday. That's when I've been doing them. So okay, I hope everyone is well. Be well, stay safe, be friendly, talk to your friends and your family, be safe, and all that. So, okay, I'm gonna cut off now, guys. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Peace.